everyone, Melissa Brandon with Startup Prize, and we are here today for another Founder Spotlight. And today I am joined by Lea Desmarteau. Lea,
Hi,
welcome.
thank you. Glad to
Le-
be here.
Lea is founder and CEO of Sleep Navigator. And Lea, I mean, like, first question, why don't you get us started and tell us a little
Right.
bit about yourself and Sleep Navigator?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. First of all, a little bit about me. I'm Lea Desmarteau, and I have been in a really big niche market called in sleep medicine.
Okay.
So we take care of patients that have problems sleeping. And since we have like 30 to 40 million Americans that have a sleep problem, it's truly an epidemic. So the past 30 years, I have been, my company and my team has been testing people for sleep, and they're just trying to get them treated into
Mhm.
restorative sleep. So after 30 some years, we still have an epidemic problem. And you're
Mhm.
wondering, okay, we've got more awareness, we have more products and an ability to reach patient, even home sleep studies.
Mhm.
And we have more therapy options, but we're still not getting people to restorative sleep. So I sat down and go, what kind of value are we bringing to this industry? We have really good players in the industry, really caring providers, physicians, people that are testing and treating. But what I realized is we had a very siloed version of trying to take care of the patient. So when a patient comes to you and has a problem in sleeping, they go to a physician and then they go to another physician to get to a lab to get tested. And then they have to go for treatment to another physician or interpretations and then treatment. So we have really good people in very siloed fields. So I developed Sleep Navigator, which
Mhm.
is a HIPAA-compliant SaaS that actually puts all the good players, all the good people that are trying to take care of these patients under one platform
Mhm.
and automates the processes, makes it more timely, more efficient, streamlines communications, and actually gets people to restorative sleep without getting lost in the gaps.
I love that.
It's a lot, but
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, it's true. So basically, Sleep Navigator is kind of like bringing all of those partners together under one roof and
yes,
kind of streamlining that process so you don't get kind of fall through the
yeah,
cracks as you're
yeah.
maybe hitting up a sleep lab, but then forget to settle the follow-up or something like that.
Right. It keeps everybody on in together, taking, you know, where the continuity of care is, even the patient.
Hmm.
So it involves patients very important in this. And they want to know where they are, who they need to go to, where to report, and it makes it easy. So
Yeah.
um, that's it in kind of a nutshell.
Well, I love that. Well, so kind of tell us where you are at in your journey right now. Do you have a working prototype? Are you kind of out there in the market already?
Yes.
Okay, love hearing
Um,
that.
yes. Well, I started developing it about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And we have actually have a working model is been production. There's different modules, module 1, 2, and 3. We have names for them, but
Uh-huh.
that connects all these processes. But we have module 1 and 2 out in production in the last 2.5 years. So I do have my own company as a client.
Hmm.
So we have actually real data and real outcomes to
Right.
prove that this is not just a concept, it is working, it's working
Uh-huh.
well. We have amazing outcomes. And now we're starting to, I went out for funding and investments so I could expand the market and release it nationwide. And that's
That's
how I met
exciting.
you guys.
I know. Well, hey, what a wonderful transition because I was going to say, okay,
Uh-huh.
so 2025, you came to hang out at Startup Prize. And so this would
Uh-huh.
have been June of 25.
Yes.
So take people back. Tell us a little bit, maybe where Sleep Navigator was at that point. Like when
Okay.
you came to hang out at Startup Prize,
Right.
was the prototype working or, kind of where you were
Yes.
at?
Um, yes, the product, we were out in production and just pretty much my company, but I wanted to get funding to be able to market it and expand it to all the sleep centers, the DME, the CPAP companies, the
Mm-hmm.
physicians around the United States, because it works that well. I was at the point where I knew I needed to finish up some development and have the money to be able to expand. So the first thing I went to is, it is a wild ride. It's really, I learned a lot. But the first thing I went to was the Gulf Coast. I got invited down to the Gulf Coast
Oh, 3CBS, the
Forum.
Third
Yeah,
Coast Venture
Third
Summit down
Coast.
in New
Yes,
Orleans. That's right.
yes.
Yeah, that's most of our
But
friends and
and
I
I
do.
met people. I did my first pitch. In my first pitch, oh my goodness, I'm used to speaking in front of people, and
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot, but I kind of blew it. I didn't blow it, but I didn't do as well as I'd hoped. So
Right.
I learned a lot, and I met some investors there.
Mm-hmm.
But what really secured I got interest, and I got interest with the EAP here, the accelerator program here in Shreveport.
Mm-hmm.
But really, where I was when I went to the startup prize was I had a lot of interest. I hadn't secured any funds yet.
Mm-hmm.
And the startup prize for me, first of all, it's not just because you're interviewing me, it is so well run.
Oh,
I
thank you.
met amazing people from around the United States, and you had some great courses. But I think the most value it was to me is the people that I've met in other places all came to your event, and they got to see me again and hear me, and I was more confident, and I had learned so much that I presented better and was able to kind of say, we have a product, it's ready for big market, believe in me, kind of thing. And
Mm-hmm.
it really secured those people's interest. And what I'd really like to say is, when Gregory Kellerman was talking to us
Mm-hmm.
about all the group, he was saying, there's a small prize, and then there's the big prize. We were
Mm-hmm.
all there for I didn't realize this until he said it. We're all there for the big prize, the 10
Mm-hmm.
grand that you could win, and we all want to win it. We're
Sure,
all
of course.
entrepreneurs. We're all entrepreneurs. We want to
Yeah.
win it. And I'm like, yeah, 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 big prize. But he's right. He's absolutely right. The big prize for me was learning more, seeing all the investors come together, having one-on-one time with them, and meeting different entrepreneurs from around the United States. That was really beneficial.
I love that. It's actually I was actually gonna say, so we talk a lot about the big small prize and the small prize. Like, do you
Yeah,
feel like you won? And I love hearing that.
yes, I do. I really do. And it's funny because I think I texted you and Gregory afterward and said that big and small prize is really true. I do feel like I won the big prize.
I
So
love that. Well,
yeah.
and what I love about you too, Leah, and what's interesting about your story is, you're not a stranger to running a business, right? I mean, you've run your business
Yeah,
here,
32 years. Yeah.
right? And so I think sometimes people think that, like, just because you've run a business, that, like, to start up another thing is like no big deal, right? I wonder if you could
Good
talk a
point.
little bit about what it's like to, kind of be in your comfort
Yeah.
zone running a business and then launching something that maybe isn't quite there in your
That is a
wheelhouse.
good point. No one's ever asked me that before. It is totally different, and it's even surprised me because
Hmm.
um yes, I've run a business. It's been successful for over 30 years now, and it's in my market. I know my market. And I luckily have kept a good reputation around the United States, and we do a good job. But going out and knowing your product and actually going in front of people asking for money, it hit me. Hopefully it hit me differently. It made me more nervous. It made me feel like, I don't know. I had to learn how to say, yes, this is a value, and gear it toward investors, not
Hmm.
toward physicians or
Yeah.
the sales to a sleep lab, or things that my comfort zone was. I'm used to talking to patients, physicians, and sleep centers.
Hmm.
But now I'm talking to investors, and that's you have to learn what they want to hear,
Hmm.
understandably, and portray that in a very short, concise way. Which
Well,
obviously I have a problem with that, but
well, I was going to say, but not too much of a problem because you just recently closed a round.
I did.
Big congratulations.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. I did. I
yeah.
recently closed it mostly from people in Louisiana, which I'm
Hmm.
very proud of. So,
It's awesome. Yeah, we love seeing homegrown businesses continue
yeah,
to expand and continue to grow nationally and more
yeah,
importantly to hang out and stay right here in our state. We love that.
that's
Well,
right.
I would ask the last question as we kind of head out is as you continue to grow, are there
Yes.
any things that the Startup Prize community can help you with? Like as you're kind of reaching for those next milestones, is there anything we
Yeah.
can do to help?
Well, I'd love to be able to attend again. And,
Well, come on back, friend. We'd love to have you.
I would love to be able to, tell the other people there that are starting up some of the my some of the things I think I did well, some of the things I needed improvements on, and things like that. So I probably will be raising, more money in the future. Most companies do,
Yeah.
and as we expand, um, at this point, whatever I can do to help you guys get the word out because it is I think it's very beneficial. I really do think Startup Prize was the kingpin that got me over and got me funding.
I
So,
love that. Well,
yep.
I can't think of a better way to end this little spotlight. Thank you so much for those kind words. And we love hearing them. Like
You
we love
deserve it.
hearing on everyone's success. And with that, I'm hoping, Leah, that you and I on our way out could just do a very quick Viva la Startup Prize. What do you think?
Of course.
All right. On the count of three. One, two, three. Viva
Viva la
Startup
startup.
Prize. All right, everyone. Leah, thank you again for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
And congratulations. We wish you continued success on your journey. And we will see y'all next time.